All right, we're up.
We are?
Fingers crossed, everybody.
The good thing is you haven't missed anything. You've missed some cantrips, some counterspells on counterbalances, and that's about it. They almost have identical lands. One of them plays unhinged, one of them plays unglued. It's almost like we have their AKs are different. Talking about, yeah.
We're back. Yeah.
We did it.
Some of you guys stuck around. Yay. Okay. Hopefully it's going to just do its own thing forever.
You sacrificed a pigeon in the back.
It was a really quick sacrifice.
Actually missed. It was wounded. It got away, but eventually it'll probably give away.
So if we drop a few more times, then it hasn't died yet. Okay. Wow.
But when it starts working, we'll know. So what is this one? Is this an?
This is
That's an
so
AK.
blurry card. I have
That's
no
an
idea
AK.
what
I
it
can
is.
tell. I can tell because the guy's holding the thing. So and also Christian's looking at his graveyard. So this is the great AK mirror. Looks like probably at least for two, right? Because Christian's got an AK in there. Sacrifice rats. Yeah, rats are kind of well. Pigeons are basically fine rats. Okay, there's a Snapcaster. Looking at a Flusterstorm, maybe? I actually feel really bad because Christian asked me before the tournament to help him to make a sideboard against Miracles. And I told him he wouldn't play Miracles. And here he is. And I'm
Round
watching
2,
him.
Miracles.
Okay, so he's... Oh, okay. Wow. Surgical.
Whatever he snaps.
I'm assuming some sort of Flusterstorm Spell Pierce. Alfred actually shuffles pretty quickly. So I'm actually not... He does... Don't be deceived by that. Okay, there's the Hardcast Flusterstorm, which you can hit both, right? You can Flusterstorm the Surgical and the AK. That's...
He'd have to choose, right? Because Alfred has one mana open.
So he's got AK, Surgical, Snapcaster, and Flusterstorm himself. So he's got 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just all get countered. Wow.
Not super relevant, but it protects the graveyard. I don't know what card Christian was targeting. I'm assuming it was another Flusterstorm or Spell Pierce.
It stops Alfred from drawing multiple cards, though.
Yeah, no, I think it was definitely worth it, especially without having a follow up.
Snapcaster beat.
So Alfred's got a counter spell with a predict.
And I'm pretty sure we're still in game 2 here, right?
I think we are. I've got a bad feeling we unfortunately are. Unless Christian just entreated for 1 on turn 3 and just never had a response. That looks like that's predict. I know the glare's there, but that's a predict, which Christian's brainstorming a response. Huh. I wonder if he targeted Christian. Just to kind of mess with his draws a little bit.
Christian's looking at a counterbalance as one of those 3 cards.
Which is pretty good. He can resolve the Christian counterspelled the... Okay, so he named it, and he looks like draws 1 card.
He did not predict accurately.
Where's counterbalance?
Counterbalance on both sides.
We'll have to see a counterbalance war.
Don't type RIP.
Oh. What? It paused and it's...
Don't do it. It looks like we're still up. No.
Maybe he was saying RIP to the
I know.
pigeon.
Don't. Yeah, that pigeon. Maybe the pigeon just died. And so we're okay now.
Kevin QC is like a planeswalker pigeon or something, so he's in tune with all the pigeons.
It makes it more interesting, right? Like you get to watch Magic, and maybe the stream will. Goodness.
Maybe Alfred just slowed down. Maybe Alfred just went in slow motion for a second. So this is a counterspell on the counterbalance, correct? I'm a little behind here, but and Alfred's going to respond with his own counterspell.
Yep. We have all these multiple arts. Okay, counterbalance resolves.
Yeah, isn't it kind of ironic that they actually are completely different? You've kind of got Christian with kind of more of a... Well, he's got older stuff too. That's an old counterspell. Oh, wow, okay. Well, the blind. Ready for this one? Ooh, a 1. Okay. If you thought we were watching a fun matchup, it just got way more fun. So we're going to have just counterbalance. This may just be actually the universe punishing us for actually showing this.
Well, there's a Snapcaster, right? So there's still an attack step.
Yeah.
We still get to sort of see Magic be
This
played.
Porton pretty much doesn't see anything. I think he just shuffles, right? I don't. Yeah. I don't think you.
You want a Jace here or something that costs more than 2 mana that will resolve.
Oh, this is just bizarre. Yeah, they even have different Porton arts. They don't have one single. I don't think I've seen one art they have the same of. I love how Christian kind of did the whole thing where he like drew that card slowly to see what it was when he knew what it was from his own counterbalance. Okay, here we go. So, Alfred draw another land. It's not going to be good enough. I mean, talking about
3-turn clock. Go.
So anticlimactic as we watched this Snapcaster mage just beat down. He's gonna test out the port or the. Okay. Well,
Snapcaster on top.
But
for
Christian
Alfred.
gets the stack for. I mean, how bizarre is this? He gets the stack for the snap. I mean,
Yep.
God. I didn't play during the I guess the Miracles winter or whatever when they had counterbalance on top. I can imagine this is pretty darn close to what people were going through.
Oh, so if Christian misses on a 2, I think there's 2 lands there.
I saw definitely 2 fetches.
Ponder. Then he.
Yep. So
we get a counterbalance blind instead.
So he's going to draw a card off a Ponder, and then he's going to have a blind one.
I don't know what his other 2 remaining cards are either. Like if one of them's a Swords, ideally you just counter the Snapcaster, right? But
he's got. I think he's got a Force of Will. One of them's got a Force of Will. I feel like Alfred has a Force of Will, which he can clearly hard cast.
All right,
here we go.
Snapcaster for Alfred. He takes a look. See what he might want to use it for.
Preordain. Alfred's thinking on this one.
You might as well trigger your counterbalance first.
Yeah.
Find out what happens.
Beautiful.
Countertop was the worst ever, even worse than Terry and Bryce. Oh, huh, yeah.
We're just missing the tops. Okay. So we still don't have the counterbalance activation yet.
Yeah.
How does that work? Has he missed it at this point?
So, yeah, he's supposed to announce the trigger right away in response to that spell being cast, right?
So at this point it would be considered missed, correct?
Unless he said something out loud.
Okay, that's true. I'm so used to MTGO to the point where I'm like expecting something to be on the screen like this is.
Yeah. It just goes on right away.
I could see him maybe wanting to brainstorm, but he doesn't have a 2. Okay, there's a hard cast Force. And then Alfred can hard cast Force 2, but it turns off a Snapcaster. Because he's not going to be able to do anything with it.
Standard 2 with some fetch lands.
The real question is Christian's counterbalance on the
stack? I don't know if anybody's triggered a counterbalance once this turn.
Is there a chance that maybe they've just made a gentleman's agreement where it's just like, you know what, let's just not do this to each other, so we're just gonna let it go.
We both have it, and so they
we'll just consider it out. You have a counterbalance, I have a counterbalance. Nobody's got a counterbalance. I mean, talking about they've done the same exact thing. I mean, like that Preordain's also mysteriously on the stack still. Okay. I mean, nothing happened. I didn't do anything. It just said reconnecting successful.
So we're gonna blame construction in the neighborhood.
Okay. Well, that makes
Apparently
sense.
the internet is just not a great connection at the moment, and so we're still connected, but OBS is struggling to continue, and so it's just gonna keep flickering in and out like this.
Didn't miss anything. Yay! There's 2 Snapcasters. Alfred has Force Will and 2 fetches in hand, and
so what it actually is Paragon is testing out some commercial breaks, and so these are when we would go to commercials, but we don't have any commercials, so it just drops.
Are these are the Miracles mirrors like the most expensive commercials you can buy?
So there's we just have a promo spot every 6 seconds, and then it comes back to live. Just restart the router. Yeah, it sounds like the actual internet connectivity isn't great, and I'm not sure that restarting the router.
Okay, so Council's Judgment. What do you think he targeted? Or he didn't target. What do you think he's going to
Did we have a counterbalance trigger at any of those moments?
It looked like, yeah. They both
okay.
didn't flip. So counterbalance, okay.
This is great. Alfred's at 2 life. Christian's got a Snapcaster.
He's also got an AK. This AK is going to pop off.
Alfred's got a Force of Will that he...
What is this?
This is a Jace.
Okay.
Alfred's got a Jace of his own he didn't cast last turn.
He wants to keep a hard cast force, I think, for this very reason. Ponder, okay.
Yeah. Goes to 1. Now he has to hard cast.
At this point, if you're Christian, you AK in response and you hope you find a Flusterstorm or a Spell Pierce, right?
Oh, yeah.
See if he sees it. Yep. Oh, no, wait, what? No.
Counting
AKs.
AKs.
Counting AKs.
What?
That makes sense. Counting AKs. Oh, did we go down again? No, we're... No.
Maybe we're down, maybe we're not. Who knows?
So
this is what watching Miracles Mirrors this feels like. Oh,
Planes, okay. 1, 2. Oh, Gideon's predict and something else. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but talking about... Oh, wow. All right. Jace bounces Snapcaster Mage and swings and kills him.
Ah! The match is over.
Is it over?
I don't know. That might just be game 2.
I don't think it's over.
Do I have... Oh, I didn't restart my timer.
You want me to check the actual timer real quick?
Sure.
No, they're pulling out deck boxes. You guys going game 3? Yeah. Game 3 is 12 minutes left.
All right.
This round seems like it's gone on forever too. Maybe just because the computer issues. Gosh, I really kind of actually was hoping that the round was just over.
maybe it'll stop.
I mean, I don't even know if I really want to talk about this matchup. You just try to do what you just did. You try to resolve your counterbalance. Don't let them resolve their counterbalance.
Yeah, we just get to watch.
Yeah. Somebody plays a Jace. Somebody kills somebody with a Snapcaster. Somebody AKs for more than the other guy AKs. Yeah.
Yay! Magic.
It has been a while since I saw Flusterstorm hit 2 spells. I feel like that's kind of a rarity.
Yeah, especially with a land up to pay for at least 1 copy.
Yeah, because he had to have 4 now. He's a 2/2. I wonder what they were thinking when they printed the card Flusterstorm.
It's just as an answer to Storm.
Yeah.
A bad answer.
It was a commander set, right?
Yeah. But that was when it was the very initial commander, and so they were purposely printing things that would affect Legacy.
Oh, really? Were they like pretty vocal about that, or was it just kind of like?
I think so. I think it was like, hey, this is an avenue where we can print
sense,
new cards
right?
into Legacy without them hitting Modern.
You can't put. I mean, I don't know if Flusterstorm is insane in Standard, but I know like Trinity Nemesis like can't be in Standard. Yeah. You know, you play it down to a Vanguard. I'll play Trinity Nemesis. Choose you.
And Flusterstorm could have been in Modern, but they don't have an avenue to do that. They don't have a way to print into Modern and not Standard.
There's some the commander cards I feel like would be okay for Modern. There's some that you just can't. I mean, there's some that obviously you wouldn't do. Like Leovold's kind of an interesting one. Don't you think in Modern? I mean, there's no brainstorms, there's no ponders, there's very light cantrips. I mean, what are you stopping people from opting? Like, I gotcha. You can no longer opt. You know.
And it punishes you by playing 3 colors in Modern, which is a bigger punishment than Legacy.
Yeah.
We definitely have an Eldrazi deck, at least one. I don't know if we have any Death and Taxes tonight.
We have 2. I think we have 2 12 post decks.
Yeah.
I think they call 12 post.
Yep, the post version of Eldrazi.
All right. The exciting play of turn 1 Ponder.
The turn 1 Glare can't read what the card does. There it is.
Ponder.
Now you can see it. Proof.
Counterbalance. How did you guys counterbalance? Island followed by ponder.
Yeah.
Oh, preordained. Right.
Almost.
Yeah, we're gonna see an early counterbalance here. That's as exciting as you get in this matchup as early counterbalances.
These guys are kind of playing fast. They only have less than 10 minutes in a matchup that usually doesn't end in 10 minutes.
This is where somebody boards in like Tempest Gin or something.
That'd be fantastic. Oh, wait, what's that do? Equal to islands? What?
There you go. I mean, all right.
There resolves.
That's the closest thing I can get to just like a.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Ready?
Oh wow. No. What do we do to deserve this? This is insane.
Last game it happened kind of late. Here it is, turn 2 for both players and both resolved.
What's Christian got? Please don't tell me he's. What did he got in there? Oh, search for his Canta. Okay. I believe that's a.
Why aren't you triggering your counterbalance?
Maybe he triggered it and then he's going to reveal after the brainstorm results. I'm assuming that's what's happening.
But like, why didn't Christian?
Oh, good point.
Try and stop the brainstorm.
No. You know, so Christian, just so you guys know, before we kind of give him a tough time, so he's relatively newer to Legacy, and so the deck he's been playing is, what's the deck? It's the Dead Guy Ale.
Yeah.
Black Splash, Death and Taxes variant, and then he's working on building towards Stoneblade. And I told him, I said, you got to take your time with Stoneblade. It's a really difficult deck to play, especially in this meta, especially in with Cooligan's Command going around. And you know what he decided to do? He decided to message me and ask him if he could borrow Miracles for tonight. So, yeah.
So this is his first time piloting this deck, and I would be making all sorts of mistakes.
It's tough. I played it for about, I don't know, I'd say 3 weeks to a month. I play a little bit online, and it's, there's some things that are really rewarding. I mean, casting Terminus on elves is just like really rewarding.
I got you.
But there's some times when you get, and it's just, you're playing against Storm. One of the most nerve-wracking things is on the draw playing against Storm, and you have a counterbalance, and it's just like you play the counterbalance, and what if it doesn't blind flip? Things like that. But we kind of saw that with the Eternal Weekend. I don't know if you watched the finals, but there was a moment where he did that. He ran out the counterbalance, and it countered, 2 blind flips, and it being super relevant. One of them was, I think, a cantrip, and the other one was like an LED or something, or a Lotus Petal. Those decisions are, sometimes it's just easier to cast Goblin Lackey or Aether Vial and just swing right.
Alright, so this time, Christian's brainstorm got counterbalance stopped. Alfred's brainstorm did not, because there's a Jace on top of Christian.
Which that card that's in play for Alfred?
Brainstorm.
Was it just a brainstorm? Okay.
Yeah, so he's resolving right now. Serial M, thanks for following.
Yeah, you picked a strange time to follow during a Miracles Mirror. A
Miracles Mirror when our stream is glitching in and out. That's pretty amazing.
Oh, this is surgical. Well, what is he going with right now? So this is a really aggressive surgical.
Yeah. It gives him knowledge of what's in his hand, right?
That's not a bad hit.
Yeah.
Looks like Christian's got surgical and 2 Fluster Storms.
When a surgical acts more of a peak than anything else.
There may not be that much better of a target. One thing I could think of maybe as a brainstorm is maybe Jace.
Yeah, taking out win conditions would be great, but what this is doing right now is just taking time off the clock. It's not. You almost don't even need to go find the brainstorms. You just get a look at his hand, right? Mm-hmm. And then do what you were going to do.
Yeah, Alfred's in a pretty good position here. I mean, the one thing you can say about Flusterstorm is that you can cast it into counterbalance and have a little bit of success for it, but
Christian sees a fetch land on top. If he had a fetch land in play, he'd probably just shuffle his library.
I mean, Alfred just looking at more lands, I think they go Force of Will.
He wants to get. Didn't you say he was playing Mentor?
He's playing Mentor, so Alfred's got Mentor and Christian's got Entreat. And Christian also boards in Gideon. So Alfred's probably looking for. He probably was running 2-3 Jace and 2 Mentor. That's kind of the stock blue white list. There's a good chance they're almost playing the exact same deck except for Entreats instead of Mentors.
Alright, does Alfred find something? It moved quickly, whatever it was. Looks like a Snapcaster.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Snapcaster go the distance last game.
Yeah, he knows it's clear right now to cast one. There's a land on top, so yes.
Yeah, they're both on AK,
Different arts though.
It was actually important last game because Christian was able to AK for 3 and to find blue cards in Force of Will. He found the predict in the Force of Will to win the game last one. So
sorry, we're gonna drop in and out like that, guys. I don't think it's anything I can fix tonight. Looks like we're maybe back.
Can they still hear us pretty well, or is it just the actual visual part of it?
No, the whole stream is dropping down when that
so
happens.
I wonder if we sound like robots or if we even are talking.
We've had that happen before where the video wasn't working but the sound was fine. Check.
Poor Captain Kesey decided to get sick so he could watch the whole stream tonight.
Huh. So now we're back to normal.
You wouldn't imagine what just happened. Christian cast Search Cult on Alfred's brain.
Well, it is a mirror, so they have to copy each other.
Well, the strange thing was Alfred miracled his Terminus for no reason, but I would have let him draw.
Wait. HC Fox is coming in here and giving us the.
He played Counter-Strike? I mean, what?
You can't. Oh. You can't AK for 3. Only. Nope. Sorry, Fox.
That's just wrong.
Normally there's some deep Magic trivia. He goes deep on Magic cards that I've never even heard of. This time he's going outside of Magic altogether.
I thought it was gonna be some like weird loop because there's like 2 AKs in the graveyard and one's like on the stack. Like it creates like some fissure where you can't wasteland your own wasteland, and then like it just breaks everything.
There's an attack with a Snapcaster. If he hurries up, maybe
he's gonna get
there. Yeah. Ponder's going to trigger counterbalance. There we go.
Oh, is Christian having another counterbalance? Oh.
Fox, welcome in, by the way. Thanks for joining us. We don't get HC Fox as often as we once did.
He's in Idaho becoming a Dr. Fox. He'll no longer be an HC Fox, he'll be a Dr. Fox soon.
It's a losing strat. Okay. Wait, that's a good moral.
You don't drop AKs for the other team.
Right. Do people still play Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
Okay.
People like make a living off of that.
Ah.
There's some guy out there who pays like a mortgage and stuff because he plays Counter-Strike.
That would moved on to other games, but I'm sure it's still one.
Yeah, I think it's still a big one. Well, people still play like old school RuneScape. I found that out recently. That's like a thing. You can watch them play on Twitch.
I think they just came out with it on mobile.
Mobile too, yeah.
You can pull it out your phone and play RuneScape.
Speaking of AKs and Jaces, here's a Jace into an AK.
Perfect.
Just an AK for 1 though.
He's playing with the A25 version. Jace does not get. There's a giant dice on his face though. Oh, goodbye. That's what you get. That's great.
This is horrendous.
Counterbalance reveals a monk on top, and Jace chooses to fate seal it to the bottom.
I don't like this. Let's see. Okay, blind flip. Ooh, wow. Okay, Captain Swords.
Well, it came down to a
Yeah, I was going to say, it stopped the ponder.
Yeah, you can Fate Seal first to see if your swords is going to resolve. These guys are on time now, right? They might not know.
This is not finishing. You know what?
Ha! Die, Snapcaster.
This just maybe. Well, he can. This is just maybe our punishment.
We're having fun. Everybody's having fun.
They're having fun.
Well, they deserve this more than we do. They're the ones who chose to play Miracles. All right. Here's a fetch. Now, what some of our more veteran players would have done is they would have purposefully left a 1-mana card on top with Jace to force the fetch.
Are you sure you do that, or do you risk that?
No,
I don't think you do that.
I don't think it matters here.
I've had plenty of people who've had fetches and I've Fate Sealed and they just don't fetch. And I'm just like, okay. So I kind of learned my lesson. I don't leave it to chance. If it's a card that scares me, I throw it on the bottom.
HC Fox, this match, one of these players is going to win. It's a game. It has to happen.
I think you're wrong. I don't think someone's going to win. I think they're going to draw.
I think yep. Not only is it pointless, but it doesn't even matter.
I guess Christian could entreat. That's like the one thing that Alfred doesn't have. Or is an AK for... What's this AK for?
AK is getting countered by an AK on the top of Alfred's deck.
If you're Christian and you see that, do you just...
And then Christian's going to put it on the bottom with his chase. There was your AK droppage right there.
HC fought. Oh, okay.
There's a drop.
Oh. That was... Oh, wow. I don't know what to say.
So... Yeah, that went to time. We should have round 3.
I really hope that there was like a standard player watching a stream for the first time and he just watched that and he's just like, what? Why did people play this?
Why did this happen?
What is going on? That was game 3. They drew. We were on time for a few minutes there. Well, okay. So So what did we learn from that round? Burn March is on. So we're probably going to see Burn play not Miracles because they're going to go in the draw bracket. But I think we're due for an Eldrazi. We have a lot of Eldrazi in the room. So I'm curious to see. Oh, they just posted.
Yeah, he could still.
Oh, I forget. I was like waiting for you to like press enter to send it, and I forget it's a living document, as I say. I don't even know. Let me reset that actually. Well, we were supposed to have our halftime show for Captain QC where we talked about nonsense, but the surprise was our round 2 was just a bunch of nonsense.
That's what you people tune in for right there, right? That was it.
Counterbalance, AK. I couldn't have scripted it better myself.
It's almost like if only there was a card that was proactive and killed without any chance of interaction. Like Assassin's Trophy. That's what he's thinking of. Yeah. So what you do is you build your blue-white deck to also have green-black.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
So that you have access to the one card that can actually deal with.
That's actually interesting. If you think about it, Miracle's the only deck that played Counterbalance, but once upon a time, the decks that actually ran Counterbalance were like Rug and Bug variants back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a deck called Next Level Blue. You want to know how you killed the other person's Counterbalance? Trigon Predator. Not only was it a 3, so Counterbalance had a problem countering it, but yeah, the tech for killing Trigon Predator was Smother. Smother.
So Trigon was being played because of Counterbalance, correct, and then Smother was being played because of Trigon.
Yeah, and Termagant too. Smother would hit Termagant because you would play Counterbalance and Termagant together. You wouldn't play. I mean, there's a reason why you ran green for Termagant and Trigon Predator because you needed a guy that you could win because you'd resolve your Counterbalance and you need a threat.
and then you needed a guy who could kill counterbalance. So that was like it was called Next Level Blue. It was actually considered the best deck for probably about 2 years.
All right, so we have Steven playing Burn versus Dark Thresh as our backup match. Or no, we'll start here.
Yeah, let's do the Eldrazi one. So we got Ryan on Elves. So Elves versus Eldrazi.
Yeah, something different.
Tribe, hey, we got the see who's the best tribe starting with the letter E. I would put my money on Elves because I think they don't interact enough even with Thought Not Seer. Yeah, Next Level Blue was banned colors later on, right? Because then it ran it was before Neither Relic Race printing, but it ran other things. Okay, yeah, you're right. So it's Plowshare and what is CSM something?
Or a land that reads, enter the battlefield, kill target counterbalance.
And lose 5 white. Target opponent loses 5 white.
And no more counterbalances may be played by either player.
We'll just play Ixalan's Binder.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you need. It costs 4.
Yeah.
Chances are they won't flip.
Yeah. This would be a kind of a fun one, actually. At the same point, if maybe just I don't know if she mainboards all of Dust. I'm sure she sideboards it.
I was playing Nate's blue-black depths deck against Vivi last Friday, and I got wrecked by some Eldrazi. When you need a certain thing and Thought Not Seer takes it, or at one point I put down a Pithing Needle just because it was a sideboard option that I could, and I blind named Endbringer, so she played an Endbringer and proceeded to kill me with it because Pithing Needle doesn't actually stop an Endbringer.
Yeah. I actually played against Vivi too. That was during my storm experience. Never doing that again.
No,
I didn't like it. It was weird. I kept apologizing to people too. It was weird because they'd start counting my storm and my mana for me, and I'm so sorry. And they're like, "Oh, what?" Okay. It's fun, but not for me.
I saw on what match was it? It wasn't Eternal Weekend. It was it an Open? A Storm in finals recently, or in top 8, and the player went to start counting Storm for them because the other player just wants to interact somehow, right? So as a player, you're used to like, okay, I'll keep track for you, and the Storm player's like, no, I got this. Yeah. Leave my counters alone. Okay, I'll just sit here and watch.
That's kind of sad.
Right? No, I want to be a part of this game too.
Wait a minute. We've been tricked.
This is not Elves.
We've been tricked. Is Ryan on?
Somebody thought this was Elves.
Is Ryan on Sneak and Show? What is that? That's not a Delver of Secrets.
Yeah.
What is that?
Must be.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
I know Delver of Secrets from all different types of angles.
It's a.
Oh, it is a Delver of Secrets. This is from the Vault Delver of Secrets. There must be someone. So you think could be. Wait a minute. If it's a Misty Rainforest, still could be either or.
We'll guess.
Okay, so far we have no idea.
Wasteland's pretty good answer to what.
Yeah, Wasteland's one of the best lines you can have against these Eldrazi guys.
Delver does not flip.
Well, I lied.
Blue Red Wolves.
Good start for the Elves player.
Yeah. It's a great start for an Elves player. Alright. Ancient Tomb.
There's a Chalice for one that's going to look real good, or Grimala. Not a Chalice for one.
I don't. No, she has Chalice.
Stays. Not bad.
She probably does, right?
Okay. Well. No, he's hiding.
The backside.
He's now a morph. He's a morph.
That's what From the Vault Delvers look like on the backside, guys.
I still have my 4. I have a total of 9 Delvers.
It's not enough. You need more Delvers. It's not even 3 full playsets.
I feel bad for the one Delver's by himself. As a Spanish Delver.
Alright. Vivi's still trying to produce mana somehow. Oh yeah, she's got Chalice.
The Ancient Tomb's kind of going to hurt her a lot, though.
Yeah, that's kind of how you beat these decks when they.
This Ancient Tomb and you just hit them sideways over and over again.
And sometimes they just get multiple Ancient Tombs, and you're still able to put a little bit of pressure on.
Yeah, I think she's got an Eye of Ugin, so she's got access to 4 Eldrazi mana. This is looking.
Looks like she's got a Walking Ballista, but not a way to make it big enough.
Interesting.
To kill the Delver.
Ryan's gonna try to find the next days. Wish she even kind of played this, even though she's got the other land. Ryan's kind of probably thinking maybe, there's not. Maybe she's sitting on an Endbringer, and if she can resolve the Endbringer and Stonebrick my Delver forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you can stop these monoliths, when that's what she's leading them.
He could be on Dread still. He could be on a myriad of decks. Still.
Elves still.
He could still be on Elves. I mean, blue, red. I mean,
that's a deck, right?
Rug Elves.
Yeah,
Rug Elves.
Yeah. Land still, stand still,
elves
with
still.
elves and delvers.
Dread Elves still. Dread Elves still's a good one.
This is how decks are named. All right, Chalice on 1. Pretty good.
That's really good. I mean, it's gonna hit Heritage Druid. It's gonna hit Land Royals. It's gonna hit Glimpse of Nature. I mean, I don't think he can. Yeah,
good use of mana.
I don't think they mainboard Rexage, so I think he's in good shape.
Oh, I'll give you guys a time here. I'm sorry.
She does have Walking Ballista, right? You said.
Yeah, in hand.
Okay, so well, she can't pay the untapped Grimala. Basic Mountain? Okay, so we get some Blue-Red Delver. Okay, I like this version of Blue-Red Delver. So it runs more like Grixis Delver and Canadian Threshold. So again, you're going to see 4 Stifles, 4 Dazes, 4 Wastelands. Charter Course. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. He's probably got 1 Charter Course in the deck, and probably runs Pyromancers and True Names. So, very similar version of pretty much the other Delver decks, but the one of Charter Course is kind of spicy. Basically got to draw him 2 cards.
So I played Blue-Red Delver for a little while, and it felt more like Burn.
Well, okay, so you're thinking, so there's 2 versions of it. There's the one that you played, and then there's this version, which has become a little bit more popular after Deathrite. And it like I said, it's got a more stable mana base because of the basics and stuff like that. So you can play Blood Moon, but it also like I said, it runs the Stifles, the True Names, and the Young Pyromancers. It's much more kind of like a tempo. I mean, it's not that much different than Grixis Delver except no Gurmak, basically.
Sure.
But it's got a stable mana base, so a lot of times you can win the mirrors just because of that.
Charter Course number 2.
So 2 Charter Courses. I like you guys. You got 2.
Rug, Quirion, Stasis Knot.
That could be good.
You should start brewing that deck right now, AC Fox.
We can run Charter Course in it.
Can't go wrong. I mean, we might be over 400 cards, but it's okay. It's a toolbox deck.
Talking about.
Going down to 4. Thought-Knots here.
Okay.
Guess that's safe. If you take the 1 card that could do something.
Of course. Yeah. That makes me think there could be like a Price of Progress or something. Yeah. I don't know if this one even runs mainboard Price of Progress. We may find out right here. But that's like another kind of difference too.
Or just a bolt of some sort, right?
We can't bolt because of Chalice. But this Wasteland's really good. This is going to hit the Eye of Ugin. I lied to you. Why did you take the Ancient Tomb?
The Ancient Tomb actually does nothing.
Yeah. It's like insult to injury.
That's okay. It doesn't matter anyway. Ryan gets game 1. This Ancient Tomb that killed you, you can't have it anymore. Alright.
What are the 3 versions? Are you counting Dread still, Captain QC? In my world, Captain QC and HC Fox are basically the same guy. So, like, they both play Dread still. They're both in Canada. They're both in Idaho for, like, medical school or be doctors. They're just the same person.
Yeah, I don't know how you get a 3rd version out of Blue-Red Delver. But okay.
Oh, yeah. I actually tried the version with Risk Factor online, and I didn't like it at all. Every time I had Risk Factor, I wished it was True Name Nemesis or just something else. Like not even necessarily true name, just anything.
All right, we're gonna jump over to this other match. These guys are on game 2. We saw Zach playing this Dark Thresh deck against Nate earlier, and Steven's on Brun, which is me being brilliant at typing.
It's the Swedish version of Brun.
I'm actually really interested to know what this Brun deck plays and how it's different than Brun. But we'll just hang out here for a minute while these guys sideboard. It looks like Steven got game 1?
Yeah, Zach played the Underground Sea first, so. He didn't even include Dreadstill in his 3 copies of Blue Red Delver, HC Fox. Oh yeah, Mishra's Factory, that's true.
You have sound but no video. What? So we're having sketchy internet here on our end, so that could be us. Hopefully it pops back up. If you're just listening to Magic, that's some diehard Magic streaming right there.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Just listening to the commentary, and I mean we need to be a little bit more active on our play-by-play. If that's the case.
I don't even know how you would do like a pure play-by-play. Would you be like, draw? The man is paid. Lava Spikes cast.
He pointed at his opponent.
I feel like I'm like the old like baseball. Like another Lava Spikes cast through a mountain. That's targeted at Zach.
I'd listen to that.
Zach.
Methodical, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's pretty much how it would be.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's cutting in and out. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I tried to fix it, and I don't think I can at this point.
Yeah, it seems like it's an external issue with construction outside. So it's probably everybody in the whole area is probably having issues, which makes sense because it's construction season in Utah right before winter. We're trying to get everything done.
Some streamers now are having 2 dedicated internet lines, so that when one drops, they can switch to the other one. But those are the people that's their livelihood, right?
I was gonna say that's the guy who plays Counter-Strike on the side and pays his mortgage playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah. Don't pretend that it. Hopefully, it'll just pop back up. That's what it has been doing. Black screen is really good for miracle clearance.
Zach looks like he's racing the Burn.
Yeah, get him.
Kevin QC, you like the Burn games?
What about the Brun games, though? Lightning Bolt on Delver. So Zach says, hold up, I got maybe something?
Yeah, he's got to keep, I think, the force for something else.
Yeah.
Goyf will get there. Goyf's, yeah. Get on Zach.
Yeah. You don't need both the Delver and the Goyf, right?
Because, well, now he's at 5, so it's a 3-turn clock. Oh, yeah, because enchantment. Okay.
Oof.
Flame Lift doesn't look too good. 4th Mountain is not too good either.
Okay.
It's weird. Yeah, is he going to attack with this Goblin guy, or is he going to...
Get him.
Ooh, +1. I think Zach's in a pretty good spot here.
Yeah. You having a 5/6 creature out against Burn and being up on life feels good, right?
Whenever the Burn player's attacking you and you're like happy, it's always, yeah, this Force of Will. I mean, I don't think there's even that. I don't think it's possible for Steven to have 2 cards that could beat this. There have to be something like Experimental Frenzy, Anti-Seeming Spirit Guide, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame.
Those 2 cards.
Ritual,
Those 2 cards, yeah. Uh-huh.
And then just Bane Fire for like 20.
It's uncounterable, though, even though all the things before were counterable. Yeah. QC with the saltiness. I like it.
Dude, HE Fox, you should have. They talked about my weird bug deck. It's kind of like Dark Thresh on. For what podcast was it? Dead Format, I think. Yeah, I built this. So Zach and I have been talking about this deck for a really long time. And when Deathrite got banned, he and I both kind of like Team America style decks, and so we both were talking about this deck for a while. And I just kind of like had an inkling one day to play Noble Hierarch in this deck and cut Termaglyph and play Bitter Blossom. And like it was a really bad idea. I put like Snapcaster and a Leovold. It made like no sense. Kept the same mana base, and I entered a league with it, and I ended up 5-0ing. And they ended up talking about my deck on a podcast, and these two guys are like talking about how great this deck is. And literally, as I started this league, I literally admonished myself, saying, "I don't know why you're wasting all these tickets."
Right.
But
and it just happened to 5-0.
it just happened to 5-0.
That's great.
Happens, yeah.
That's
Noble
great.
Hierarch.
I wonder how many times that happens. This 5-0 deck and then it like starts showing up at GPs, and it's just like the one of flukes.
I mean, in all honesty, I mean, when you have enough good cards, like you can change 8 cards, and yeah, it is a Goblin Guide. It's the promo one.
Has a Grand Prix promo. Probably game 3 out of these guys.
So they got 2 lands, a wasteland. Yeah, so Vivi's maybe game 2. Vivi looks like she's going first. No, yeah. So unless right, because she wouldn't go first twice.
Yeah. Pretty sure Zach's gonna have
Okay,
this.
that's got to be
Should we jump away from
I
Burn
think so.
and show
If
you
Zach
guys this
loses
other match?
that one, then someone must have cheated.
I'll keep watching. Someone must be cheating.
The experimental frenzy line must have happened. So, difference this game is Ryan's going to have the similar wasteland play, but he doesn't have pressure. And as I said that, it comes pressure.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to see this blue red Delver deck. I think it's kind of a.
So the Suv is probably copying the Temple, right?
I believe so.
All right. Yeah. So Zach got that.
Kind of interesting. We started off the stream basically talking about how nobody plays Delver anymore. We've seen Dark Thrush, we've seen blue red Delver, and we've seen Grixis Delver.
But it was a Delver in disguise because
Yeah.
it was the promo one.
And don't lose because you draw 1 after turn 2.
Yeah, right. Sometimes it's just a dead card. Not always.
It's strangely good with Bitter Blossom tokens. Something I found out.
I'll tech for 2. The math works way better this way.
Also, making your Hooting Mandrills a 5/5 becomes really relevant too.
Trample no less, right?
There was a good amount of times where people would block my Hooting Mandrills with the true name, and there'd be like a minute pause, and like I could see them kind of like, wait a minute, this thing. Yeah, that's true. I think that card actually is a little criminally underplayed, Noble. I think the problem is it's the same reason why people got off Grixis Delver. People look at the card and says, hey, this isn't Deathrite Shaman, so why would we bother playing a card that's not Deathrite Shaman? But I think it should be played.
So Vivi here is looking between 2 different cards in hand. She's got an Endbringer and All is Dust. She can play both.
I think you just play the Endbringer, right? You're not in a rush. You're at 18.
I guess the fear is which one do you want to have countered less?
Well,
or
no offense, but I don't think I counter the All is Dust. Because they have 1 card in hand, and I probably realize it's a threat. I would let this go. That's just me personally, because you're looking at the Eldrazi player, and it's, okay, sure.
If that's true, then it worked. Right?
Okay.
Can we talk about how Grixis Delver is just worst way to play Grixis Jammy Jams?
That's not true at all. Grixis Delver is... Why would you say that? I don't even know. Grixis Delver is like your cousin, HC Fox. It's the same colors as Dreadstill, except it has black. You're like related to it. I don't know why you deny
But
your
it has
words.
a Delver of Secrets, which apparently is...
Which HC Fox likes, because it goes in his Dreadstill deck. Again, he's just hating on his own people. Price of Progress. Oh, wow. Okay. You're just dead.
You win. My game plan didn't work. Ow. Smash.
That's a 10 damage Price of Progress.
Alright, these guys are on game 3. We get to see a game... Well, we get to see a game 3. You guys maybe get to see a game 3. They're shuffling up. Yeah.
Appreciate the people who are staying and watching through the choppiness.
Yeah. And following through the choppiness.
Okay.
This internet thing is not going to happen every week, so.
Yeah, trust me. I appreciate you guys staying for this, but generally it's really smooth, and we get to see, as you're seeing now, even through the choppiness, 2 different types of matches. We can go back and forth. We can, pull up images of cards, look at those things, but I'm kind of watching the choppiness, and it's weird.
Suspended Rift Bolt versus a thing to Rift Bolt. I guess it might get Force of Will. Or Dazed.
Well, his mountain would be untapped, right?
Yeah. It's kind of awkward.
Oh, no. Well, Zach forced it anyways.
Yeah.
I think Zach kind of knows that. Yeah, okay. I mean, that would have been correct, right?
Right.
I don't think
it has to untap.
You wouldn't just say get. I don't think when you call
Daze?
it, like, he didn't beat that. Yeah.
This one you can daze. There we go. Steven looks at. Suck. Don't have a mana. That was great.
So Zach's pretty much spent, though. I mean, he's got Abrupt Decay and a Brainstorm and 2 non-touchable lands. Just meaning his Brainstorm may not be as efficient as it could be. So, you leaving?
Okay. Attack for 1 from Mr. Spear. We got some Gurmag Anglers that Zach's looking at. 2.
Yeah, that's the key, right?
You don't really want both.
Oh, you want 1. Does he have the fetch for the other one?
Stifle that cast trigger. You can, but he didn't have one.
Oh, he does have the fetch. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like he kept it both anyway. That's 4 cards in the graveyard plus 2 lands.
So he's 1 short.
And then you're in the fun spot where if Steve runs out an Eidolon, you can let him.
Yeah.
And you can just Gurmag Angler him to death.
You win the race pretty easily. I mean, it's not a land. Lava Spike. Okay. Abrupt Decay. Here comes the Gurmag Angler. So Steven's got a Fire Blast and 2 Eidolons, so
That's big. Steven draws another land.
It may not be worth. It may be too late.
Yep. Fire Blast.
Don't
Eidolon. Fire Blast.
Aren't all lightning bolts flying through? Maybe not. Maybe it's a.
Because HC Fox says Zach has a flying lightning bolt though, so he's doing fine because his Flipped Delver is a flying lightning bolt. It's blue. Yeah, Steven knows he's done for.
Yeah.
Okay. A suspended Rift Bolt.
So it puts him in 8, Fire Blast 4, Price of Progress 4. You know what?
Eidolon's on blocking duty for a little while?
No, I think if he has Fire Blast on Price of Progress, because he's got a suspended Rift Bolt, right?
Yeah.
That's game.
Does he have a price?
I don't know. But he could.
Oh.
That's something. Okay.
He missed the thing.
Well, we'll see here, right?
Zach takes it anyway.